Monday night doubleheader, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And no return here to start. It's a fair catch, and they will set up shop at the 25. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. A man who was both a prep and collegiate star here in the Lone Star State, Devon Achane. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Steal, check steal. On the ball, ready.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Set hut. Dog red.
Ritter back to throw. And that is incomplete. Trying to find Breece Hall in the backfield. And it's 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. And this unit, very tough to throw against. Currently 2nd best in the NFL.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes. See if they can generate some run after the catch. But nothing doing on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brown goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now they go play action with Howell. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. The Cowboys at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
Even better than that, they pitched a shutout in that game, and I'm telling you, trust me on this one. That's a confidence builder for the rest of the season. When you get a defense that puts together a performance like that this early in the year, well, that sends notice to the rest of the NFL and spreads confidence throughout the world.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
On the ready. 22 needle. Yellow.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
A-Chain on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
2nd and 10. Ritter will set up to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to lead to a third down.
Now Ritter going to change up the look.
Now back to throw. Touchdown!
Devon A-Chain.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Elliott good with a PAT. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12. Lamb will go in motion. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
You look at this Eagle defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
Yeah, they pitched a shutout in that game, didn't they? And those don't come around all that often in the NFL. The ability to keep someone out of the end zone and also from kicking one through the post. Well done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Here is 3rd down and 4.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Howell going to go for it. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. At the 46-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Started the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Howell. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line. Howell. Touchdown, Cowboys! Darren Waller, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Good bounce-back drive right there through the pick on drive number 1. Drive number 2 leads them right down the field into the end zone.
Agree totally. Excellent bounce-back, tremendous poise, confidence never lost, and obviously he transmitted that to his teammates as well. What a really nice drive.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Devontae Smith now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On first down, Ritter. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all in the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
2nd and 10 now. It's Ritter. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Powell throwing on third down here. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's fourth down.
So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now Ritter to throw on first down.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
They're brought down that time by Nolan Smith.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Lamb in motion left. And they'll get it forward to him on the touch pass.
And he is finally taken down, but not before he gets it to the Eagles' 15. 36 yards on the play.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This now a 3rd and 4.
Hawk 70.
In motion left goes Cooks.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. This is a 26-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Ritter's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
He gets it underneath to Hall. Had a great strong move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Ritter trying to get them up to the line here in a hurry. Second down throw coming for Ritter. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Another throw coming up here for Ritter. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go, set.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Right. Strike 2.
Ritter. That is incomplete.
You wonder with any receiver how they handle working over the middle of the NFL, especially with a younger receiver. They tried it there to no avail.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Ritter with it after the play fake. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Jair Elam makes the pick. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Eagles 7.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead. That's to the sideline, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Blue check. Ready?
And this drive will begin with a run from A-Chain. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground.
Ready?
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously... And now here's another interception.
Jair Elam makes a pick.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick six.
I think that's a great observation, too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes. Head coach handling it, the offensive coordinator. Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Here's Ritter again. Oh, and that is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what.
And my goodness.
Elam going ham, man. And threw 5 interceptions to this nigga. 4 interceptions to this nigga. I think I get defensive player of the year off this game. God damn.
Yeah, probably should use a different tool on that play, right? That ultimately is the kind of play where you could lose a ball game instead of being in a position to win.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die.
King City like a motherfucker. Well, that nigga about to get a trade game on me.
It has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation.
6 fucking interceptions, 1 touchdown. That's not it.
In addition, they need to spend as much time so they can get 2 more possessions. When we talk all the time about playing situational football right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they gotta push the ball downfield, take their shot, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short time.
And quickly, they get to the line. Ritter going to change it up.
Second and 3.
Come on, Ritter. Come on, Ritter. This shit ridiculous, man. This shit ridiculous, man. 8 interceptions, bro. Damn.
The most important of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sideline, I don't know if it's the coordinator, quarterback's coach.
Now y'all niggas will let niggas run all over y'all.
And get himself caught.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
45 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Howell back to pass.
Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him. A 3rd and long. You knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line.
At their own 40-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ritter now.
Thomas brings it in. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
First down, here's Ritter. He dumps it off to A-Chain.
And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. Back now in Arlington. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Got it. Blue strike. Smack. Red. Cut.
Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 51 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You chewing clock? God damn, my guy.
On first down, they'll go to the ground.
Why you there? You chewing clock, bro? That's some weak ass shit, nigga. You know, next time I get a lead on you, what to do? This nigga corny as a bitch.
They practice for this back in training camp. They knew this being situations.
EA Sports is in the game, baby.
Coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down the game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
That's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards?
Cloud of dust.
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage. The stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They've got his man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 more on that one and another first down. Ritter off the play fake. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Option left, and Ritter keeps it. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Ritter. This will be caught by Brown. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Now they got to get to the line quickly. 4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, a great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.